Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Six of Pentacles. This is success. This is the card of feeling like you are contributing something worthwhile. Yeah, I think that this is really, to me, this feels like you feel like you're enough. You know, that you are being enough. Okay, so that you don't have to feel as if you have to kind of overgive or overdo it or kind of overperform, you know. It feels like you are kind of, perfect just the way you are, to sort of use a cliche. So I feel like, there's probably some interesting dynamics going on for you, either at work, at home, at school, with a kind of a sense of belonging a little bit, yeah? Because this feels like you are very aware of your worth, very aware of your value. And I think that you really strive, you're someone who generally strives for fairness and kind of an equality, right? I kind of look at the Six of Pentacles as being a round table. And we're all sitting at the round table, and we're all bringing something to that table. And I believe that you honestly feel that what you're bringing is worthwhile. And that this to me feels like real success. It feels like you kind of belong there. You're in the company of your peers. And maybe this isn't literally like a work thing, like it's not necessarily a business meeting, but in life, feeling that what you're offering the world at large is worthwhile and valuable, and it means something, I like that. I like it a lot. Let's put this card into a little bit of context, and let's see what is going on for you this week. There we have the Sun card. I feel like you're letting your light shine, right? And you might be sort of showcasing yourself a little bit more. Yeah. Here we have a Six. Ooh, a lot of solar energy. All the sixes are very solar cards. And of course, we have the Sun, Six of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, very nice. Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess. All right. The Justice card. An Ace of Wands. A Nine of Pentacles. And the Eon card. Judgment, Rebirth, Reawakening. Yeah. I feel like this is a major leveling up. I feel as if not only are you feeling like what you're bringing to the table is worthwhile, but you're putting in something extra. What you're bringing to the table is really going to, feels like kind of skyrocket you forward somewhere. And I think you're kind of like coming out of your shell a little bit. I don't feel that you're shy. I don't feel that you're all that timid. I think at some point in your life you were a little bit reluctant or hesitant to let people really see you, to be kind of confident to say, this is my idea, this is my work, this is my big thing, or this is who I am, this is what my talents and gifts are, And I think that you're really radiating your light right now. I feel like at some point in your past, you were kind of dimming your shine a little bit, Virgo, yeah. Leave a comment if this is resonating with you, okay? Leave the word destiny, all right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor Infinite, and unknown. We're going to set this down right over here. And we'll put Dwight K. Schrute right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down beneath the video. Okay. Now, as we look around the room, we see our major arcana. We got a little bit of fire. The one thing that we're kind of sort of missing here, right, is the water. Yeah. And I wonder if that is really, you stepping into this high priestess energy, because this to me feels very intuitive. It feels like this is a pretty watery kind of thing. Okay. So it might be that the absence of water is not that let me rephrase it. I think primarily the absence of water is because you're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to go off your gut, go off your instinct, and believe in yourself and trust your light that you're shining. Okay, I think there's also a lack of water here because there has been a time in your life where you didn't feel that you were appreciated for what you're bringing to the table. Okay, so maybe this is with your friends or something. Maybe it feels like, or at home, with your family, maybe. That kind of feels like you, at some point in the fairly recent past, you felt like you weren't appreciated for the work that you do. Like it wasn't, in some way, it wasn't equal to what the work of someone else was. Yeah. Tap the like button if this is hitting a spot for you, okay? The Sun card is that card of power. I feel like you're tapping into your true essence here. I think you're welcoming the next level in your life with that Aeon card at the end. That's a doorway. And this is the confidence, this is the success, this is the real self-esteem, that it takes to go through that doorway and claim really what is your destiny, okay? So between these two cards, it feels like you're allowing yourself now to shine your light a little bit brighter than everybody else's light. It's okay for you to showcase your talents and your skills and your creativity and whatever you're bringing to the table. It's important that you showcase that. Okay? It's critical to your destiny right now that you don't devalue what you're doing or what you've done or what you're contributing, okay? That you are comfortable showcasing it and not trying to hide it away or diminish it or just like when you bring a gift to somebody's wedding and you're kind of nervous about whether you got a good enough gift, so you kind of hide it around back behind everybody else's gift because it's not as big as somebody else's, It's kind of like that. It's saying put your stuff right out in front. Put what you're doing on the front of the table, right in the spotlight, right in the kind of center view, first thing people see. Because it's valuable, it's worthwhile, and you created it. Okay? And I think this is really, especially the Sun card. Oh, this is an inner power. To me, it feels like a triumph. It feels like there was a lack of self-esteem at some point. Now I feel like there is a pride. I feel like there is this inner power. I feel like you're stepping into it, and I feel that you are allowing people to see what it is that you're offering and what you have to give. Okay, you're showcasing whether it's, yourself, your skills, your talents, okay, who you are, your personality. I feel like you're a vibrant personality right now, okay? Now, beneath the surface, we have a Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords is, it's a card of harmony. It's a card of communication. Yeah. I feel that this is you becoming more comfortable in your presentation, right? Your pitch to the world or to whoever else, whatever is going, whoever's with you, whoever's around you, you know, whether it's at work, at home, at school. You're someone with a lot of knowledge. You're a very intelligent person. And this is the card of you being able to express that intelligence. You know, it's another 6, right? So it's kind of like another solar card. It's another self-expression. And this is your confidence in how you're communicating. Now, I don't know if you have a job where you have to do that, or if this is something where you're going to showcase what you bring into the table, and it means you got to stand up and give some kind of a pitch, or an audition, or go for the interview, or go for that promotion, or kind of raise your hand, stand up, and tell everybody why you deserve this more than anybody else, you know? It's kind of like that. And it feels like you're making a very compelling argument. Yeah, very compelling argument. And so it makes me wonder if you've, in your history somewhere, you've been a little bit shy. I feel like you've been someone that isn't so confident standing up and speaking in front of people. You know, I mean, everybody has that kind of a fear, right? Fear of public speaking. I know I do. But I feel like you're really coming into your own. Now, maybe you're not going to stand up and give a speech to a packed auditorium or anything like that, but this is the confidence for you to stand up, whether it's just with you and your family or your friends or, you know, at work or something, and say, this is what I think. Yeah. To showcase your knowledge and your contribution to the world. Whether maybe it's through YouTube, maybe it's through writing a book, singing a song, whatever it is. But you're allowing that energy to be expressed through. You're stepping into this energy. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you're claiming this reading, okay? Because this is a good one. You have a lot of very positive cards. I'm kind of stunned here, okay? There's not a single challenging card. I think, well, you know, in essence, all of the cards can be challenging. I think it has been challenging for you to showcase your talents or your gifts or your knowledge or your expertise or whatever it is that you are contributing. I think it's been challenging as the 6 of Swords, challenging in your past to really step up and communicate and feel confident in what you're saying. I feel right now you have a chance to really inspire people with your words and your, I don't know, your creativity, right? Whatever you're kind of contributing, yeah. Because I feel the 6 of Pentacles is the workplace, okay, or it's the very practical kind of dynamic between you and the world around you. So most likely it's kind of, it's work. You know, usually that's what this card signifies, but it's really about you feeling as if you deserve to be where you are, and you deserve to have all of it, right? You deserve to have, well, a 10 of Pentacles, you know, or a 9 of Pentacles, let's say, because, well, we're going to get to that card. Yeah. I want you to join this tribe. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Claim this reading. Because this is someone now who's really not taking any shorts or any losses, you know, is triumphing, celebrating themselves, celebrating what they're offering the world. It feels like you're kind of overdue for that. Yeah. So really what this card here, the 6 of Pentacles, makes me wonder is if, yeah, where you are in your life and in your world, you haven't been recognized as you should have been, but you are now, and you will be now. But you're putting yourself out there, and you're kind of demanding the recognition for what you're doing or what you're contributing, or maybe you've been behind the scenes. You're the glue holding this whole group of people together, this whole, you know, reality, right? And I think that you are claiming this energy. And I think that you are sort of putting yourself front and center, spotlight, letting your light shine. Now, the 10 of Pentacles in the background, that is the ideal life. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of the vision of your best life. This is what you, I think, always wanted your life to be. I think that, maybe even when you were a kid, you had like this picture in your head of like what a good life would be. And if you've forgotten what this is, get out a sheet of paper, get out a pencil, draw a picture of your best life. What do you got in there? Your pets, your plants, your people? What are you doing? Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing in your best life? Because I feel like right now is an opportunity to claim that best life. Yeah, because I feel that doorway here, this is the doorway to the future, okay? That's the doorway to the future. So I think Spirit really wants you to tap into what you always pictured your life to be. And I feel like you're someone that kind of knew like what kind of house you wanted, or like what kind of dog you wanted to get, what the color of the wallpaper of your bedroom would be, and like, what kind of carpet you have, the furniture and stuff like that. There's certain things you've always wanted. Now it's not just material stuff. It's not just material stuff. It is the feeling that you deserve that. Like this is material, but all these pentacles are empty without the belief and the knowledge and the love and that sense of worth and that sense of value. I'm hoping the mystery card's going to be some water, I feel like you're getting in touch again. You're getting back into alignment with this destiny. Because this is destiny. This is a destination. This is where you've always wanted your life to go. Okay? And again, it's not just like certain color wallpaper, but you know what I mean. It's like the details. It's like you've always known like the details that you've wanted to manifest in your life. And you're claiming it. And you're aligning with this destiny, and you're claiming this timeline. Okay? I'm getting this feeling of belonging. Spirit keeps showing me this word belonging, belonging. I wonder if you are kind of like, finally, you're feeling as if you belong in your own life. Yeah, you belong here, and you've earned this, and you're doing it, and you're living it, and you're succeeding, and you're moving forward. Yeah. Now, was there a woman that lived in your home before you did? There's something Spirit's telling me about the previous like occupant of your house or something, and I don't know what the story is there. I don't know if you still know that person, or if they left something in the house when you moved in, like it was still there. Something like that, yeah. Type destiny in the comments if you feel like this is for you, okay? Up above the surface, the Ace of Pentacles. This is the showcase. This is what you're showcasing, okay? That is your contribution to this life, this world, or if it's more specific, that group of people, whether it's at home or your friends or at work or something. And this is kind of like, this is what you're contributing. Okay, it's almost I feel almost like a sales pitch kind of thing going on with these two cards, because I feel like this is like the thing or the idea or the project or the product, and this is you believing in it and being able to talk about it. Maybe you are in sales, it could be, but this is your path. This is what you are, to me, feels like you're finally confident enough in this to let people have it, to let people see it, right? This is something that's not under the surface anymore. It's not behind you, it's not in your past, and it's not in your unconscious. This is something front and center. This is something that you're bringing to the world. So this is your idea, this is your business, this is your, your YouTube channel, this is your book, this is your music. Right. This is, maybe it's just money. Maybe you're contributing money, or this is the work that you do that you're contributing in this fashion. Okay. And of course, the Six of Swords then is feeling as if you no longer have to defend your contribution. Does that make sense? Like you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. That you're claiming your right to be who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and where you're going. no explanation needed, okay? And so you're kind of like entering this new phase of your life where you are just bold. You're just like, here I am, and, there's no debate about it, yeah. In the future position, High Priestess, you are accepting your divine gifts. I think you're someone who is quite psychic. I feel like you're quite perceptive. I feel like you notice things that a lot of other people don't notice. And I think that you're learning to trust yourself like that a little bit more. You're learning to trust what it is that you can see. Like you can read between the lines of things, okay? You can see between the shadows kind of thing. And I think you're really learning to embrace that. You're really learning to accept who you are and use your energy, use your divinity to carry you forward. This is kind of a card, in a way, it's a card that's yourself, right? Asking you to accept yourself, asking you to follow. Because the High Priestess, you know where the High Priestess is leading you? Well, what's behind the High Priestess? This is card number 2 of the tarot. What's card number 3? The Empress. So this is that part of you that is saying, surrender, let go, trust in your divine essence, and let that divine essence carry you forward to a new way of living your life. Okay? You are fulfilling a sacred destiny. And I think, your ego, your conscious mind is finally saying, okay, fine. And you're extending your hand. Mystery card might be the Hanged Man. Yeah. If this is resonating with you, I want to hear about it. Leave your story in the comments, okay? I think you're about ready to manifest the next chapter. But to step forward, you've got to step into self-love, valuing yourself, valuing your opinions, your ideas, your talents and skills, your divine essence, valuing your intuition. To me, this card is taking you to all the water. To me, the Empress is all the water, right? And this is the card that's leading you there. Okay? Your own soul, the light of your own soul, your own divine essence is leading you to water. And you gotta take the drink, of course, but leading you to your best life, leading you to all of that value and love and commitment. Okay? And I think massive success too. I really do. Yeah. You're realizing that you matter. Now let's talk about the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. The readings are totally free. Okay. Who's the hairstylist who knew too much about something? Does that make sense? I feel like, someone, either you're a hairstylist or there is a hairstylist that kind of know, like, you've kind of spilled the tea to the hair person a little bit too much, something along those lines, yeah. Your general energy is the Justice card, also called Adjustment. And this is a card of professional energy, okay? And I would not be surprised if this was primarily your contributions at work or some kind of an organized professional setting, okay? Maybe you're retired, maybe this is something a little bit different, but generally that's the energy, okay? Because this is somebody who's very, very professional. And maybe it's just kind of talking about your personality a little bit. You're someone that, like, balances the checkbook, You're somebody that likes to kind of, you keep a tally of the accounts and you kind of keep things in order. And I think that you're somebody who you don't need to put yourself out there as being the best at everything, or like, you don't try to always one-up people, You're just trying to kind of be like an equal partner in something. Okay, maybe this is a romantic relationship or something like that, right? It could be. It could be at work, it could be with friends, whatever. But this is somebody who is not trying to be better than everybody else, or like, you're shining your light, you're showcasing what you're contributing, yeah. You're showcasing your energy and you're showcasing yourself, okay? But at the same time, it's not ego. You don't believe that you're better than everybody else, right? But does that mean that you have to turn your light down so that everybody else can shine brighter? No, they're not shining brighter. They just appear brighter because you're dim. So when you brighten up your energy, you're not doing anything to anybody else. You're maybe, if anything, you're inspiring other people to raise their energy as well. Raising the bar, so to speak, with this, right? Now, come on, let's light up the comments with some positivity here. This is one of the best groups of cards that we've seen in a long time. And I'm really happy it's for you, Virgo. I really, truly am. In the environment, we have the Ace of Wands, Ace and Ace, right? Fire and Earth manifestation. This is telling me that you're somebody with some good ideas. I feel like you are a good idea machine right now. And this is the idea. You see, well, this is the idea, and this is you kind of putting it out there and saying, this is what I'm doing. This is the next step I'm taking. This is what we're going to make. This is what we're going to build. This is what I'm selling. This is what I'm offering. This is it. This is what's on the table. Take it or leave it. You'd be a fool to leave it, And so we have that fire and earth manifestation, and there's singular cards. There is a unity here. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to do it, and you've got the knowledge and the eloquence and the words, the vocabulary to sort of to sell it, to pitch it. But it's almost like your efforts are going to sell themselves. Like you're not going to have to defend your energy or what you're offering. It really is like a magical kind of energy that I feel with you right now. Okay. And this is a very creative energy. I feel like you're stepping into a very creative mode. Yeah. And you're putting your idea, you're implementing that idea. This is will and action. This is impulse, this is behavior. This is the big idea, this is the inspiration, and this is the manifestation of it. Fire and earth, right? Above to below. Inside to outside. Fire to earth. It's the spiritual electrical circuit of creation. It is the technique of manifestation. Yeah. And you are confident with that, which to me it implies that there has been a reluctance for you to step into your power as a magic maker. Type magic maker in the comments if you're stepping in and claiming your role as a magic maker, okay? Because that's what we have here, and especially with the Ace of Wands in the position of the environment, as it is, I feel as if you are taking the reins in a way. You're kind of taking a leadership role. It's like you're just stepping into work and you're saying, here I am, this is what we're doing. Everybody gather around, listen up. It's my turn to shine. I'm shining brightly today. You're probably somebody that you have a lot of good ideas, but you always just kind of file them away and let somebody else shine brighter, So, and I think it's really because you're not trying to outshine anybody. You just can't help it, okay? Right now, that's the vibe, and that's okay. You shouldn't have to turn your light down just because everybody else around is a dim bulb. Okay? No offense to anybody that's around you right now, anybody listening. Share this video with somebody that needs that kind of confidence. Okay? Share the video with somebody that has been dimming their own shine just so they don't outshine everybody else around them. Because if you shine your light as brightly as you can, not from ego but from essence, you're going to inspire other people to do the same. Other people are either going to walk away, turn their light even further down, or other people are going to turn their light up too. They're going to be inspired by you. You're stepping into visibility, okay? Not invisibility. I like that. The Nine of Pentacles in the fear, worry, concern. I think that's always been that's always been a worry or some anxiety about success, right? Because this is a card of gain. This is a card of abundance. This is the card of, everything progressing perfectly on the physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. This is the card of everything getting better. This is the card of somebody who is traveling the path of success. Yeah. So why are you worried about it? Maybe because, there's sometimes a lack of confidence or self-esteem that says, maybe success isn't for me. Maybe it's for other people to really shine their light and be the brightest bulb in the hardware store. I don't know. So there's kind of been that worry. And I guess if you are hesitating to step into that power, then we get sort of anxious about that path of success. And so I feel that this is the card you really need to claim. Okay? And this is that Nine of Pentacles, the card of gain. This is the visible sign of progress. This is you embracing success. This is you traveling the path, the successful path. The path of success to success, but it's made of success, okay? And you do this by turning on your light, by trusting in yourself, by going forward, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Yeah. And not feeling as if you don't belong on this path of success. You've got to claim this abundance, claim your right to this abundance. And I feel that there's probably something financial or physical, related to all this energy for you. It could be that really stepping into, earning some money, showing a real confidence with your side hustle. Maybe it's going to become the main gig, This is the path, this is you traveling the path that will really kind of, this is the path of your destiny. Okay? Because if this is that destination, this is you traveling that path of destiny. Okay? Traveling toward that Ten of Pentacles, that best life. And again, I keep saying it, type destiny in the comments if this feels like it's for you. Okay? This Nine of Pentacles, this is for you. And again, it's in the position of the fear, worry, concern, the anxiety. Okay? Especially once you start traveling this path of success, right? Then it's kind of like, well, then you got to kind of step up. You have to it's almost like, oh, that's just for those alpha people or whatever, right? Those really confident kind of people. Well, you're turning on your light, but we don't see cards of arrogance. We don't see cards of hubris, right? We see a very peaceful and calm and radiant sun. This is not ego. This is your divine essence. This is the light of who you truly are. Yeah, shining forth. And the world's going to see it. Okay. Now, the final card, the Eon, Judgment, Rebirth, Reawakening, and Baptism by Fire. Stepping into this path permanently. Okay. Turning the page, starting the new chapter, maybe not even a new chapter, maybe a whole new book. This is a divine doorway. Let's do a divine doorway oracle card. Okay. Please sound off in the comments if this reading is for you. Here's your divine doorway, the distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare to dream it, so must it be. This Eon card is the card of stepping through a doorway. And feels now like you're daring to step through this doorway and live your dream. And this requires that we put an end to the old energy. You're stepping out of the old energy and into the new energy, and you're claiming it. Okay? You're claiming it. And this is kind of this is there for the taking, right? The old universe, the old way of doing things, the old version of you is dust. And what you get to do now is create your best life. You're building your best life. You're traveling that road of success. This is gain. This is progress. This is the line going up and to the right. That's the way you want it to go, right? So this is you traveling that path now. The path that is building up moment to moment, day by day, thought by thought, building up your life. Okay? Building up your life. Do me a favor, leave a comment. Let me know which one of these cards you're claiming. Which one of these really speaks the most to you? Okay? I'm kind of switching back and forth. I feel like it's really that sun card. Then I feel like, well, it's got to just be embracing the path and doing the work and traveling forward step by step by step and having that confidence to keep the thing going. See, this is a 9. This is a verb. This is you living as a success, you know. And then, of course, I think, well, maybe it's just being done once and for all with the past energy and embracing this new path and building this new life. Let's look at our mystery card. Let's see. What's Dwight hiding from us today? I think Empress or Hanged Man. You know, leave a comment. What do you think it is? Let's see. It's a Knight of Swords. Yes, the Knight of Swords. All the Knights of the Tarot are looking at the future, right? So you're looking beyond this doorway. You're looking on the other side. You're peeking through the keyhole here. And you're looking at the future. And what you're seeing is the plan. What you're seeing is not a universe that's already, not a world that's already been constructed for you. And it's just a matter of you stepping into it and it's like, okay, well, here you go. You're stepping into a future that you get to build. And it's going to look the way you want it to look. Maybe you're literally going to build a house. Maybe that doorway is you stepping out of your old life into an empty plot of land. You got a 1/4 acre somewhere and you're stepping on here saying, this is where I'm going to build my house. And then this is you moving forward with that plan to build the house. Okay? The Knight of Swords, I think, rushing into something without overthinking. Because, you know, we don't have, as much as we don't have any water cards, and I'm still thinking that the High Priestess is leading you to water, leading you to all of that love and harmony and beauty and bliss and value and self-esteem and confidence. We also don't have any challenging swords cards at all. We have the 6 of Swords, which is perfect harmony. It's a belief in yourself. It's an eloquence. It's a balance. Okay? What we really have mostly is earth, right? And then some of our fiery cards as well. So we really have that manifesting energy. And this is a card that's telling you to go forward with your plan to triumph in your life. Yeah. To recognize your worth again. Don't neglect joy and love. Let your intuition, let your divine light guide you to the Empress energy. Recognize your worth. Share this video with someone that needs to hear it. Okay. Now we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, we'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There is a link in the corner and there's a link down below in the video description. New readings for Virgo Mondays and Thursdays. This is a bonus Saturday reading. I feel like you needed it. I feel like this was a gift for us here. My rising sign is Virgo, by the way. So I'm very happy with this. I hope you are too. So be sure to watch both of your other readings and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I want to hear your story. Drop it in the comments, okay? I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.